One of the most politically dangerous things that can happen to a president is not bad news from your opposition, which is pretty much to be expected, but it's when you start getting bad news from your own side. And that is exactly what is happening to Donald Trump now, because there's a new poll from the right wing pollster Rasmussen, not a liberal outfit by any means, showing numbers that if you are a White House that understands that you need to have Republicans in power beyond November if you want to get anything done in the last 2 years of Trump's presidency, should make you extraordinarily nervous. Now, the headline number is that when voters were asked who did a better job as president, Donald Trump or Joe Biden, Biden led. And that is today. And that is a right wing pollster. 48% say that Biden did the better job. 40% say that Trump did the better job. This is a brutal number for Trump. And it's even worse because of where it's coming from. Like if CNN put out a poll like this, even though CNN's polling is fine, a lot of right wingers would be able to go, we don't have to pay attention to that. If MSNBC put out a poll saying Americans think Biden did a better job than Trump, they would just dismiss it. This is a pollster that historically leans right and which Trump has touted as saying you can trust Rasmussen. And so when you get numbers like this, you know something has shifted. It's not only one number. If you look at the broader approval environment of Trump, it's very weak. Recent averages have him in the low 40s on approval, disapproval well above 50%. That is not where you want to be heading in the midterm cycle. And there's also a deeper narrative problem developing. Trump campaigned on this golden age. We're going to make America great again. It's going to be going back to a golden age. Maybe it's like the 1950s. Maybe it's like the 1850s. It was never clear, but it would include cheaper groceries and lower housing costs and a stronger economy and mass deportations. And it'll be a reset of everything that has gone wrong under Biden and Obama and the entire thing. Oh, where's my Obama?
Obama.
There it is. But when voters were asked, has the golden age arrived? Is it here? Did Trump keep his promise? The answer is overwhelmingly no. 27% say that the golden age promised by Trump is here. 58% say it is not here. And that is a collapse from early 2025 when a majority did believe this new era of greatness may actually be coming to light. Now, politically, this is where things get very dangerous for Trump. Presidents can survive bad numbers if voters believe that the improvement is coming. But when voters decide that the problem itself was fake, or that the person who promised solutions, even if the problem was real, can't possibly deliver them, you can't really recover from that. I'll give you an example. Tariffs. If you came to believe that Trump's tariffs were the solution to a problem, you might now be saying, well, clearly they're not. And so more of the same is not going to solve the problem. Approval ratings move, Biden's have moved up and down, Obama's moved up and down, Trump's moved up and down, although mostly they go down over presidential terms. A poll is a snapshot, but the direction is what matters. And the direction is a decline. Two big drivers behind this. Number one, the perception of cost of living. Why do I say perception? Cost of living is objectively going up, yes. But as we found out during the Biden administration, the perception of what is taking place is as or more important than what is taking place. If you have macroeconomic conditions that look okay, but voters feel that they are getting crushed by housing and grocery costs, they're going to punish whoever is in power, and Trump is in power. And number two, the optics of immigration enforcement are really going south for Trump. If you look at polling, it suggests that voters do want to remove violent or criminal offenders who are here undocumented. Most Democrats are okay with that. But this broad strokes, chaotic looking enforcement is scaring moderates. It's scaring suburban voters. And especially when stories come out about people being swept up randomly, it is killing Trump's approval on that. So you put all of this together, people expecting or being told you're going to get lower prices, they don't feel it. They don't feel it because they're not getting it, to be clear. But what matters is if they feel it. And then he's losing ground on what was going to be his signature issue, deporting people. This is why the Republican polling angle matters so much. When friendly pollsters start showing erosion it usually means the enthusiasm of the base is slipping, independents are moving quickly away from you. Neither is good. This doesn't mean Trump's doomed politically. It doesn't mean Dems automatically win or anything like that, but it means there's a persuasion problem for the White House. A lot of people aren't falling for it. And the worst part for Trump is this piece. If voters start looking back at Biden more favorably over time, even if they didn't love him when he was president, it creates a comparison problem that is a real serious problem for Donald Trump. You can't run against the past when you're the currently one in charge. And when people think back to Biden and go, it was actually better then. It was better when Biden was here. So if you're heading into a midterm as Trump is, this is exactly the kind of political environment that turns into losses, even in places you expect it to hold. That's what we're hoping for. That's what we're pushing for. It depends on us getting out there and voting. And we are going to be building towards a huge get out the vote effort, voter registration drive, etc. I'll have more information about that very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Check out this other video. And if you like our content, make sure to subscribe so YouTube puts our videos in your feed, and subscribe to the podcast on Spotify and Apple.